Today we are going to talk about trigonometry. Now, trigonometry is one of the important topics of mathematics. So, the basis of trigonometry is really from a right angle triangle. So, let me draw first a right angle triangle. So, here is our right angle triangle. And let me put the ABCs. So, let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C. And let's say this angle is called theta. Now the basis of trigonometry is really the relation among different sides of a right angle triangle. So let's put the sides. Let's say the one of the convention is the for denoting the sides, so this side is, let's say, this length of A, meaning this is opposite to angle A. The opposite to angle B is, so this is called B, which is a right angle triangle, and the angle C, which is theta, which is, and the side is C. Now if we know this theta, if we know the dimension of this angle, let's say angle theta is 20 degree, and since a right angle triangle always this is 90 degree, so the other angle, which is angle A, will be 180 minus 90, which is this angle, minus theta, which is 20 degree, which is 70 degree. So what that means is that in a right angle triangle, if we know one angle, we know all the angles. Now if we know all the angles, even if we don't know the sides, we can guess what type of angle, what type of triangle will that be. So for example, okay, let me draw it carefully. So this is 90 degree, this is 20 degree. Now we may not know the exact size of the triangle, but we know that whatever the size, the triangles would always be having similar type of shape because the angles are same. So you can keep on increasing it. So you can see the size is varying, but since the angles are 20 degree, 70 degree, 90 degree, they always tend to look similar. So that's called similar triangles. So what that means in similar triangles, as we know from the properties associated with similar triangles, is that the ratio of sides are same. So what that means is that, let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, the length. This is A dash, B dash, C dash. So the ratio of sides would be same, meaning A by B equal to A dash by B dash. So that's the properties of similar triangles. So now, how does this apply with respect to trigonometry? So trigonometry is all about really showing these relations. One of the basic rules of trigonometry is showing these relations and getting some properties out of them. So before we get into that, let me just write something which you may have heard of. That's called SOHCAHTOA. CSOH. Now you may, if you haven't heard of this term, it may sound a little weird, but this actually is a way to remember different formula associated with trigonometry. So coming back to where we were, so I was saying that trigonometry is one of the basic rules of trigonometry deals with the relation or the ratios of sides. So for example, we have theta here. So sine of theta, which is, we say sine theta, is equal to, if you look at here, let me choose a different color. let's choose blue. Okay, so sine of theta, which is this part, S is for sine, is C by B. So let's see what are these sides. So now for the angle theta, this is opposite side. This is called adjacent side. And this is hypotenuse. So the relation of this sine theta and cosine theta and tan theta, which we are going to discuss, they are all expressed with ratios of sides. So sine theta is C by B, which is SOH. S stands for sine, O stands for opposite, H stands for hypotenuse. So sine theta is equal to opposite, which is C, hypotenuse, which is B. So that's what we wrote. Now, cosine theta is CAH. What that means is that A is adjacent, H is hypotenuse. So let's write adjacent is our A, hypotenuse is again B. And then tangent, which is called tan theta, equal to TOA. O is opposite, which is C, and adjacent is for A, which is A here. So now let's look at carefully again. Let me choose a different color, maybe you choose black. So these are the main, or one of the main formulas of trigonometry: sine theta, cosine theta, and tan theta. Now your theta could be this. So if, let's say, for this example, we took the example of theta as this. So if you take this as an angle, then you can express the similar thing. Only difference is that with respect to this angle, this would become your opposite, and this opposite would become adjacent. So just remember, these are opposite and adjacent. They are with respect to a certain angle. And the way to remember this is always try to remember SOHCAHTOA, which is sine, cos, cosine, and tan. And O is for opposite, A is for adjacent, H is for hypotenuse. Your hypotenuse is always the side opposite to the right angle, which is always the longest side. So this is the basic rules of trigonometry. Now there is one more, which is, we say tangent theta, which is tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta or cosine theta. So cosine theta you can express as, you can say cos theta also. Some people say cos theta, but you can tell the full thing, which is cos theta, cosine. Now how do we derive this formula? You can easily see sine theta is equal to C by B. So sine theta by cos theta is equal to, sine theta is C by B over, what is cosine theta? A by B. A by B. So then if you simplify this, C by B times B by A. So B cancels, equal to C by A. Now if you see C by A is equal to your tangent. So that's why we say sine theta over cos theta is equal to tan theta. So this is one of the basic rules of trigonometry. Now let's try to solve a few problems with this. So we'll take the next video or next couple of videos to solve different problems of trigonometry.